Good morning, student. In our last video, we have discussed about balanced diet and its functions and factors affecting balanced diet. Balanced diet, it is a diet which contains all nutrients, that is carbohydrate, proteins, fats, vitamins in a correct proportion for efficient working of the body. Today we will discuss about nutritive component of diet. Nutritive components of diet are those diet which provide nutrients, that is carbohydrate, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. Let's discuss about carbohydrate. Carbohydrate. Carbohydrate, it is a main source of energy. It provides quick energy to the body and it is not stored in our body. We should take 60 to 70% carbohydrate in our diet. Carbohydrate, it contains the compound of carbon, hydrogens and oxygen. Carbon, hydrogen and oxygens. 1 gram of carbohydrates on burning give 4 calories of energy. The body breaks down starch and sugars, that is carbohydrate, into glucose, and this glucose is used as energy source to the body. If we take excess carbohydrate, convert into glycogen and it is stored in our livers, stored in livers and adipose tissue under the skin. Under carbohydrate, if we take less amount of carbohydrate, then it leads to undernutrition. Carbohydrate, it is of two types. It is of two types: simple carbohydrate, simple carbohydrate and complex These are the two types of carbohydrate. Simple carbohydrate, it is the immediate source of energy. It provides quick energy. The source of simple carbohydrates are fruits, honey, jam, etc. All simple carbohydrates contain sugar. Complex carbohydrate, it releases the energy slowly, but the energy contained in complex carbohydrate is more than simple carbohydrate. Therefore, we should take more complex carbohydrate in our diet. The source of complex carbohydrates are wheat, rice, chana dal, moong dal, bajra, etc. Okay, this is about the carbohydrate. Carbohydrate, it is a macronutrients which are required in large quantity. Carbohydrate, it is a main source of energy which provide energy to do various activities. Carbohydrates are not stored in our body. Therefore, they are good source of energy. According to dietitians, we should take 60 to 70% carbohydrate in our diet. Carbohydrate, 1 gram of carbohydrate on burning give 4 calories of energy. And carbohydrate, it is of two types: simple carbohydrate and complex carbohydrate. Simple carbohydrate, it is the immediate source of energy. It provides quick energy. And complex carbohydrate, it releases energy slowly, but the energy contained in complex carbohydrate is more than simple carbohydrate. Therefore, we should take more complex carbohydrate in our diet. Next is protein. Protein, it is a macronutrients. Okay, protein, it is a macronutrients. Protein we should take 15 to 20%, 15 to 20% in our diet. Proteins, it contains the compound of carbon, hydrogen and nitrogen. Okay, carbons, it contains the compound of carbon, hydrogens and nitrogen. Carbohydrate, proteins, it's help in growth and development of the body. It's help to repairs and recover the damaged tissue, and also it's help to quick healing from the injury. Okay, proteins, it is used for growth and development of the body and quick recovery from the injury, helps to repair the damaged tissue, etc. If we take more proteins, it will create burden on kidney. If we take more proteins, it create overburden over the kidney and livers, and also cause dehydrations. And if we take less protein, then it leads to less growth and development, less healing from the injury, less recovery, etc. Protein, it is of two types. It is of two types, essential protein and non-essential protein. Essential and non-essential. Non-essential. Essential proteins are those proteins. Essential proteins are those proteins which are essential for the body. There are nine essential proteins. Okay, these are taken from the food. These are not made in the body. Source of essential proteins are dairy product, milk, soybean, egg, meat, etc. Non-essential proteins, there are 13 non-essential proteins. Body requires them in small quantity. The source of non-essential proteins are dry fruits, grains, vegetables, etc. Okay, this is about the proteins. Proteins, it's help in growth and development of the body. It's help to repair the damaged tissue, recovery from injury, quick healing, etc. We should take 15 to 20% protein in our diet. Proteins, it contains the compound of carbon, hydrogens and nitrogen. There are two types of proteins, essential proteins and non-essential proteins. Essential proteins, in essential protein there are 9 essential proteins, and these are not made in the body. We take from the food. And non-essential protein, this non-essential proteins we require in less quantity. There are 13 non-essential proteins, and the source are dry fruits, etc. Next is fats. Fat. We should take 5 to 10%, 5 to 10% fat in our diet. Fat are fats 5 to 10% in our diet. Fat are stored in our body, therefore they are good source of energy during emergency. And fats, it is usually good for at least long distance running. Okay, fat are stored in our body, therefore these are used as a emergency source of energy. Fat are stored in our body in the form of fatty acids, and if we take more carbohydrate, it will convert into glycogen and mix up with the fat. Fat 1 gram of fats on burning give 9 calories of energy. Fats, it contains the compound of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Fat, it's help in transportations of various important fat soluble vitamins, that is vitamin A, D, E, K. It also helps in blood clottings. It's help to repair the damaged skin, etc. If we take more fat, it leads to overburden. It leads to obesity, overweight, heart disease, etc. There are two types of fat: saturated fat and unsaturated fat. Saturated fat and unsaturated fat. Saturated fat usually we get from animal source. Animal source like butter, ghee, dairy product, cream, butters, etc. And unsaturated fat we get from plant product like soya oil, coconut oil, okay, like soya oil, peanuts oil, olive oil, soya oil, etc. This is about the fat. Okay, fats, it is macronutrients. We should take 5 to 10% in our diet. 1 gram of fats on burning give 9 calories of energy. Fat are stored in our body, therefore we should take in less quantity. It is also fats, it is difficult to digest, therefore we should take less quantity. Fat, it is usually good for long distance runner, those who participate in long distance activities. Fat, it is a good source of energy during emergency. Fat, it helps in transportations of various fat soluble vitamins. Fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, K. Okay, and if we take more fat, it leads to overweight and various heart disease, etc. Next, vitamin. Vitamins, it is a micronutrients which are required in small quantity, but it is very essential for proper functioning of our body. Vitamins. There are 13 essential vitamins, in which the importance are vitamin A, B, C, D and K. Okay, there are 13 vitamins, but the importance vitamins are vitamin A, B, C, D and K. Vitamin D and K are made by the body, produced by the body. Vitamins, it is of two type. Okay, fat soluble vitamins and water soluble vitamin. Fat soluble vitamin. Fat soluble vitamins are those vitamins which are soluble in fat. Okay, fat soluble vitamins means those vitamins which are soluble in fats. They are stored in livers and fatty tissues. Fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, D, E and K. Okay, these are the fat soluble vitamin. First, vitamin A. Vitamin A, it is also known as retinol. Vitamin A, it's help in growth and development of eyes and skin. And deficiency of vitamin A cause night blindness, in which the person is not able to see in dim lights or night. Okay, vitamins A, it's helping growth and developments of eyes and skin, and the deficiency of vitamin A cause night blindness. And the source of vitamin A are milk, butter, egg, green leafy vegetables, etc. Vitamin D. Vitamin D, it is important for formations of strong bones and teeth. Okay, deficiency of vitamin D cause retinol, and the source retinol in which the bones of the child is deformed. And the source of vitamins D, the best source of vitamin D is sunlight and milk, butter, green leafy vegetables, etc. Vitamin E. Vitamin E, it is important. It's help to protect the cells membranes. Okay, it's help to protect cells membranes and act as antioxidant. Source of vitamin E. Are nuts, turmeric, seed grains, etc. Vitamin K. Vitamin K, it's help in clotting of blood. Okay, vitamin K helps in blood clottings and quick healing of the wounds. And the deficiency of vitamin K cause excess bleeding from the injury. And the source of vitamin K are green leafy vegetables, cabbage, soybeans, etc. Next is water soluble vitamins. Water soluble vitamins are vitamin B and C. Vitamin B and C are water soluble vitamins. Water soluble vitamins are those vitamins which are soluble in waters. Okay, they are soluble in waters. Therefore, we need them more frequently as they are destroyed by the heat. Therefore, we should take more frequently. And this water soluble vitamins are vitamin B and C. Vitamin B. Vitamin B. Vitamin B. There are various type of vitamin B like vitamin B1, B2, B3, B12, etc. Vitamin B1. Vitamin B1, it is also known as vitamin B1. It is also known as retinol. It is also vitamin B1. It is known as thiamine. It's help in growth and development. And the deficiency of vitamin B1 cause beriberi. Vitamin B2. Vitamin B2, it is also known as riboflavin. And the deficiency of vitamin B2 cause retarded growth. Okay, it's help in formations of red blood cells, and the deficiency of vitamin B2 cause retarded growth. Vitamin B3. Vitamin B3, it is known as niacin. It's help in the deficiency of vitamin D cause pellagra, in which the sensitivity of the skin is lost. And vitamin B12. Vitamin B12, it is also known as it's help in vitamin B12. It's help in metabolisms and energy transfer for growth. And the deficiency of vitamin B12 cause anemia. Okay, this is about the vitamin B1. It is also known as thiamine. The deficiency of vitamin B1 cause beriberi. Vitamin B2, it is also known as riboflavin. The deficiency of vitamin B2 cause retarded growth. Vitamin B3, it is also known as niacin. The deficiency of vitamin B3 cause pellagra. And vitamin B12, the deficiency of vitamin B12 cause anemia. And next is vitamin C. Vitamin C. Vitamin C, it is also known as ascorbic acid. Vitamin C, it's required for maintenance of ligament, tendons, capillaries, blood vessels, and delicate lining of the mouth and gum. And the deficiency of vitamin C cause rickets. Deficiency of vitamin C cause scurvy, in which the gums bleed. Usually the vitamin C we get from the from citrus fruits like lemon, amla, etc. Okay, this is about the vitamin. Vitamins, it is some micronutrients which are required in small quantity, but it is very important for proper functioning of our body. There are 13 essential vitamins, in which the importance are vitamin A, B, C, D and K. Vitamins is divided into two parts: fat soluble vitamins and water soluble vitamins. Fat soluble vitamins are those vitamins which are soluble in fats, that is vitamin A, D, E and K. Water soluble vitamins are those vitamins which are soluble in waters, and we need them more frequently as they are destroyed by the heat. And the water soluble vitamins are vitamins B and C. Next is minerals. Minerals, minerals, it is divided into two parts. Okay, it is divided into two types: macro minerals, macro minerals, and micro minerals. Macro minerals are those minerals which are required in large quantity, that is calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, sodium, sulfur, chloride, these are the macro minerals. Okay, macro minerals are those minerals which are required in large quantity, like calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, sodium, sulfur, chloride. And micro minerals are those minerals which are required in small quantity, that is like iron, iodine, copper, zinc, fluoride. These are the some micro minerals. Okay, minerals, it is a micro nutrients which are required in small quantity, but it is very essential for proper growth and development of the body. Minerals are supplied in the form of salt. Minerals, there are two types: macro minerals and micro minerals. Macro minerals means those minerals which are required in small quantity, which are required in large quantity, like calciums. It is required for formations of bones and teeth. Okay, required for formations of bones and teeth. And the deficiency of calciums cause rickets, osteoporosis, retarded growth, etc. And the source of calciums are milk, green leafy vegetables, fruits, tomato, etc. Okay, potassium, it is a potassium, it is required for the activities of nervous system, required for nervous systems and muscular systems. Formations, okay, potassiums required for activities of nervous systems and muscular systems, helps in maintaining water balance, etc. Phosphorus, it is required for making bones and teeth strong. Sodium, it is required for better neuromuscular response, and the deficiency cause cramp, tiredness, etc. Iron, it is required for formations of hemoglobin, and the deficiency of iron cause anemia. And the source of irons are green leafy vegetables, egg, meat, etc. Iodine. The deficiency of iodine causes goitres in which the thyroid gland swell. There is a swelling in the thyroid gland, and the persons face problems in breathing. Fluoride, it's helped to keep the nails and teeth strong. And chloride, it's helped to fight against infections and proper functioning of the skin. These are the some important minerals. Okay, minerals, it is a micro nutrients which are required in small quantity. Minerals, it is of two types, macro and micro minerals. And the some important minerals are calciums, potassiums, phosphorus, sodium, chloride, iron, iodine and chloride.